everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Orme, and today we are here playing some Football Manager 2016 with Arsenal. We are gunning for glory, our second season, season 3 of the save itself. We holidayed that first season, of course. Arsenal won the Premier League. Arsene Wenger rode off into the sunset. We were interviewed, accepted the job, and since then things have been going well. Good run in Europe last season. We did win the Premier League to boot. Opening day of this season, not too bad so far. You can just see the two games here. That penalty win over Liverpool in the Community Shield, and then an away win against Huddersfield. Not an easy place to play, and a 3-2 win. So we didn't go much further than that. The transfer window's still open in case we want to make any moves, and I kind of do. I'm thinking about it, but too big of a game to skip early doors. It is Man United at home. Can we do something against United? So you can see there's not really too much in the way of stats at the moment. It's still very early in the season. We're going to have a quick look at the squad before we get into the game. This should be quite a nice quick video. This is kind of what we're working with at the moment. Of course, Ben Amos backing up Gianluigi Donnarumma from last season, with Hector Bellerin and Callum Chambers covering the right side of defence. And on the left side of defence, Ricardo Rodriguez is in a battle with new signing George, and we'll see how that one plays out. Nostalgic and Laporte should be the front sort of runners for that centre-back battle, and Mamana will be the backup there, unless he develops more than Nostalgic, because at the moment they're rated quite similarly, and yeah, we're going to see how that one actually works out. Not a great start to the season for Nostalgic so far. In midfield, Lucas Romero, Fred, Yuri Tielemans, Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Aaron Ramsey all competing over centre midfield positions. In attacking midfield, we've got Isco, we've got Jeff Rain, Adelaide, we've got Alexis Sanchez, the club captain, Martin Odegaard, Nikola Vlasic, Ante Koric, and Mesut Ozil with Mario Gomez. So we've got our front three that we like to play with, which is Sanchez, Ozil and Götze. Behind those in the pecking order, Vlasic, Odegaard and Koric are probably my three, with Rain Adelaide as the backup, and Isco coming on when any of the three don't really sort of perform well. So we've got 3 and a sub for the first sort of 11. We've got 3 and a sub for the second 11 in terms of attacking midfielders. You also look here, you know, we've got Fred and Ramsey as our starting midfielders, Tielemans and Niles as our backups, really, with Lucas Romero kind of extra. So yeah, not too bad. I mean, one more centre-back might round things out a bit more. We've only got one man up front. That is Lukaku. Currently, Luis Enrique is out injured. 2 to 3 weeks. Kind of disappointed there. Was excited to see what Louis could do, because he's been such a good player in my Catania save. And yeah, I really think he can develop quite well in this as well. So, quite a young squad. You can see there Ozil and Sanchez firmly in the sort of a category of their own at this stage. Club captain and last season's best player was Ozil, so they're kind of back together, hopefully going to drive us forward and continue to get some success. They've got another couple of years before I want to think about selling them. Ramsey, 26, that's not too bad. He's firmly entrenched in the first team, as is Götze and Isco, new signing. I don't know Ricardo Rodriguez. I really don't know. That's my thing at the moment. 24 years of age. If George is as good or better, I think we go with George and sell on Ricardo. But he's very good for now. Fred has proven his worth. And then Nostalgic, like I said before, with Mamana in the wings, I'm not sure there. So 24, Lukaku's in the first team. The only player there extra is Ben Amos, who's only here as a backup. That's all he's here for. Cup games and backup, and that is it. He doesn't need to be good. He doesn't need to be young. He just needs to hold a place on the bench in case anything happens to Donnarumma. So 24 and above, question marks over nostalgic. There's a battle which Rodriguez is currently in for his position. Isco's trying to force his way into the side amongst the other three attacking midfielders who are all 25 or above, and that's about it really. So everyone else is firmly in the first team at that age. Laporte's in the first team, 23. We've got Bellerin at 22, and then we go all the way down to Donnarumma at 18. Great potentials. We're still developing, so I'm really kind of interesting. Well, I am kind of interesting, but I'm really kind of interested to see how it all plays out. We're currently discussing a contract with a right back here, Lewis Logan. That would free up Callum Chambers to play centre back, which means that if we did get rid of Nostalgic, then Callum backs up for Mamana and Laporte. So young Lewis Logan, he's got some decent potential, and yeah, I quite like him. 2.8 million. I think he's got the making of a decent sort of backup right back. He's not going to challenge Bellerin, and we don't need him to. So that's kind of why I'm going with Logan. 2.8's a little bit pricey, but he's young, he's English, and he's got a chance to be a 3-star player. So it's not too bad. There is a deal here currently in contract with negotiations with Juventus. Paul Pogba, 73 million. It's a stupid amount of money. But, you know, we've got the money. We do have the money. And then I can get rid of a couple of midfielders. Now, I think 2 or 3 are on their way out anyway. Attacking midfield and centre midfield. So, we can reduce those numbers. We've got good youngsters coming through. But Pogba at the age 24. Him and Ramsey, and having Maitland-Niles and Fred as well as the 4 centre midfielders, I think would be absolutely fantastic. You've got Yuri Tielemans in there, of course, that makes 5. So you've currently got like a first team, second team, and a backup member. That's kind of what we want. So it does mean getting rid of 1 or 2 players, but Pogba is available. And we've had a bid accepted at 73. He is exceptional. He might be a little bit of an issue in the locker room. We're going to find out. But he could be a real big player for us. As well as that, Joe Kopp, good little centre midfielder from Portugal. And Uvik, that left back out of Norway. They are both trying to get their deals done at the moment. So that contract is going to be coming into play very soon. I think he's going to accept it. So Pogba could be here for the next video. Lewis Logan, I think, might take a little bit longer because the contract negotiations seemed a bit sort of prolonged, and his agent isn't the easiest to deal with. So that might be a bit iffy. We have got other options at right back in case that doesn't come off. But Pogba is the big news to put into this video. So we will see how that works out. I also looked at Eden Hazard. We don't need him. So, you know, I didn't want to pull the trigger there. But you look here, Dybala, we went after. I failed. We couldn't get him. Coutinho, Ruben Neves. There's so many attacking midfielders and central midfielders that are unhappy and want to join us. Dybala would have been the key man up front to cover the Luis Enrique injury, provide real competition there with Lukaku, and give us a good option up front. But yeah, Suarez, we had a bid accepted, but he turned us down. Benzema, I was tempted with, but no. Higuain, no. So, you know, we're trying to get some stuff going here. We're trying to get some good players in to improve us, but not really worked out as well as I'd hoped. So if you look though on the shortlist, you can see that we do still have a lot of young options, but there are some big players here as well. So Raheem Sterling, of course, if he becomes available, I might have to pick him up. Gerson, quite similar to Sterling. He'll be a good little player. Then Lewis Dozell, he looks like a really, really good player there. Come through the Watford Youth Academy. We're going to look at him. Maria, another great youngster. Trivulzio, my thinking is to pick him up if we sell Rodriguez or George, whichever one loses the battle, because he will be an excellent candidate to play backup. Striker, Thomason, he could fit in what we're trying to do. I quite like him. And another right back, another Argentine, we could bring him in. He looks quite decent if the Ipswich lad doesn't work out. So those are the ones I was kind of looking at. As well as that, there was Casado from Barcelona. I think he'll cost a lot of money. And as well as that, I was looking at Matthias out of Grasshoppers, because I think he could be a really good player one day. And he already looks like a very nice young striker. So kind of tempted to bid on him and try and see if he's ready to play back up to Lukaku, just in case. So a few options there in defense, a few options in attack. We're going to see what comes out of this and how things work. Goalkeepers, not really too much right now. There's some first team keepers that I don't need. And there's some young goalkeepers who aren't quite ready yet. So let's just make sure I'm doing my due diligence. Anyone that's 3-star or below gets removed. Any youngsters that don't have a natural 3-star get removed as well. So that's all these guys. And that gives me at least 3 stars here to work with. These guys also will have to go though. I know they got the black stars on top, but I want at least 3 stars. Worst case scenario, 3-star players. So that will give us that. I also don't want older players, so Coutinho, I think, should go. Icardi won't join us. Morata's at Man City, he wouldn't join us. And Verratti, we're off to Pogba, so we can take care of those. Pogba's only 24-year-old, everyone else then will be 23 or less. Let's get rid of Depay, let's get rid of Marquinhos and Rugani. They're not going to join me. Kovacic as well. And Berardi. Yeah. There we go then. So Pogba is the 24-year-old. Dybala's just too good to take off the short list. He's 23. We're going to keep the 22-year-olds in there. I know everybody has the recommended ability that I quite like. So I'm actually going to go inquire about Matthias as well. That's going to be a little something there. And we're going to inquire after this guy, just so we know where we are. Yeah, not Casado. Herrera. He's only 5'4", but he's a good young player. And Thomason as well. Give ourselves some options here. Was there any other names that I thought? Oh yes, Lewis Dozell. Let's get him in. Okay, so that's good enough for me. We can get into this game. It's the early kickoff, of course, the TV game. You can see not too much else happening around the league in terms of big clashes right now. So, no Man City and no Chelsea, I believe, were in that list. And, yeah, decent Man United team, that looks like. Decent Man United team. So, Donnarumma, Bellerin. Mamana's got the nod there. Yeah, like, sure, why not? Why not? Let's give Mamana a game then. George continues at left back according to my assistant, and until he plays a little bit worse than he has been, I will agree with that. Ramsey and Fred, of course, that will become Pogba and Ramsey if we sign Pogba there. Alexis Sanchez is on the wrong side. There we go. Mario Götze on the right, Ozil down the centre, Alexis Sanchez down the left, and Lukaku up front. So, why isn't Ben Amos on the bench? Come on now. Let's play fair. I signed Amos for the bench. That's what he's going to be. We don't have a striker, but we're going to go with Isco and Coleridge and Vlasic and Tillmans, Chambers, and Ricardo Rodriguez is tired. So are all these. Why are these guys tired? Okay, Nostalgic needs to be on the bench. I need a defender there. I guess Niles, take Vlasic off, put Odegaard on, and then go looking for a defender who's available and can play left back. We're back to Urvik in that case, and I'm sending him out on loan. Well, needs must. Well, that's going to be our lineup. This is how we're going to be playing. And yeah, I'm not so sure about that diamond that I came up with at the moment. So Gilburn, you can have number 32. It's a nice number for you. I think it was similar to the number he had last season. So if we lose, we could go into the relegation zone. Wow. Yeah, technically kind of true, I guess. Maybe? Really? That seems like a huge drop. And United could go top. Yeah. Yeah, we got more points than them. This is another draw. David De Gea against Alexis Sanchez. So let's look at this United team then. Dominic Berardi up front. That could be dangerous. He could be having a party. We don't like Berardi parties if he's not in our team. Kevin Volland down the wing. That could be dangerous as well. Switching in and out with Berardi. Depay as well. Memphis out on that left side. Again, another player that can play up front. So that's a rotation there between the front three. Mata can play out wide if you need him to. So there might be some role switching there as well. Putting Volland or Memphis inside. Mata going outside. Yeah, this is going to be a tough day for the defence. Herrera and Schweinsteiger in midfield. That's going to be tough to break down. Luke Shaw and Hysaj providing some good width. And then new players for Man United. Goldeniga is a young Italian defender. Doesn't look too bad. Good anticipation, positioning, determination. Okay, he's not really got any weaknesses, which is what I kind of expect. And then of course Murillo, Jason. Let's see what he's going to be like in this game, because again they've both got high anticipation and good work, positioning, which is what I like in my centre backs. We look at Laporte and they're both 17s, and we look at Mamana, and this is where I kind of like Mamana, again 17-16. They're both not great physically, I will admit that, but in my two favourite mentals for a centre-back, they do the job. So we're going to close down you, and you. We're going to go in hard on Schweini. We're going to shut down the front four. Come on. And then we're going to show everybody on the weaker foot. Continue to the team talk. Calm. Good luck out there. Midfielders, let's wind them up. Let's make sure that we know what we're doing. Take a bit of pressure off the defence. Because we've got a young goalkeeper. That's probably the best thing we could have done there, I think. And we're off. Now this should be quite an interesting one. That looked more like a foul than a tackle. That's now body language. There we go. So, yeah, I think this formation matches up fairly well with theirs. There's going to be quite a nice balance between the two sides and a bit of back and four. Okay, we've got to keep an eye on Ramsey then. But, like, our front guys are amazing. Their front guys are amazing. Their defence might be slightly better than ours currently. I think our full-backs are better. But the centre-backs may be better. Goalkeeper may be better as well, because Donnarumma is still young. I like our striker better, so really it's a bit of give and take in all of it. Mamana wins that. Lukaku, nice ball now up to Mario Götze. Sanchez, and yeah, I think Romelu was probably offside there, but it's a nice move and it came from them attacking, which is always a good sort of thing to turn that, turn defence into attack. Fred there with a chance, just puts it past the far post. Oh, Alexis Sanchez there, one sip. Hector! Bad cross. And Götze shouldn't have tried shooting from that area. He had a few people open. Mesut Ozil. Here's Dominic Berardi, but good work by Bellerin. He had more time. Should have taken that down, turned infield, and looked to play it out on this wing somewhere. I think that would have been what I'd want to see. Bad ball there. Mata's got it now. Memphis Depay gets a chance to attack. He is a little wasteful. Oh, look at that, Murillo. It doesn't look like we want it up front too badly at this point. I think that's 3 that Lukaku's lost in the air. And he didn't quite get it, get into that one too much. So, team talk, calm, encourage. And then we're going to go shout at Romelu a little bit to make sure that he understands that I don't want to see him slacking off. Seems out of position for those flick-on headers. Defender just step in front of him and we lose possession when we're playing it out from the back. Oh, nice move there by Alexis Sanchez. Oh, George wins that one. And Romelu, a little bit more vim and vigour about him there. Couldn't get her on target. But at least he went a little bit better towards that. And he wins that, but Laporte's offside. Oh, that's the Italian. Oh, the Italian defender then. What was it? Goldeniga or something? Like, he just... Yeah, Goldeniga. So... Not great heading, not great jumping, not great strength, but pretty good in all of them. Anticipation would have helped him, okay. I think we just got away with that one. I don't know much about this guy. I do not know much about this guy at all. So he's been at Palermo, he's been doing okay, he's nothing major, a couple of international caps, but United have gone in and got him. It's the first time I've ever come up against him, and that's... Yeah, that's kind of interesting. That is kind of interesting. Shoot more often. Move into channels as well. And shoot more often. Roam from position. Although he is getting free as it is down that left hand side. I do like it when Alexis Sanchez does manage to roam around. Götze. I kind of want someone to hit it. Oh, unlucky. At least he did try. Alexis did try. So not a great performance from us. I think we've played okay. I think we've done okay, but we've not really got those opportunities in yet. Oh, Romelu Lukaku there. Snatches a little bit, but that's what I've asked him to do a little bit. It looks like Ramsey hurt his shoulder yet again, maybe? Or was that just a repeat of the first one? So calm, you've been unlucky. Aggressive. Not happy. Not happy with you at all, Romelu. Passionate, have faith. And we'll just see. Yeah, that's a decent little reaction. We should be ahead here. I do feel they've had one chance with Goldeniga there heading just past the post. bullet of a header. But we've had some good chances. Lukaku's not really in this game. He doesn't really want it. And that's kind of scary. That's really, really scary, to be fair. Because we got no other options whatsoever. Berardi for Martial, okay. That means that they're going to change the formation up a bit. No? Okay, they are going to play Martial up front. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. So, always, always, always hard. And let me think. I mean, who you can play shadow striker quite well? I mean, probably is going to be Goetze, isn't it? Put Isco out on that side. That might be the... What we gain, we lose, so... Oh, do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Which means it's going to be Ainsley coming on. And yeah. He's going to be playing advanced playmaker support that side. Mesut Ozil goes on to advanced playmaker attack. We've got 3 attacking midfielders. We've got no strikers. Let's just make sure that team instructions are a little more kind of what we're looking for. Roam from positions. Low crosses. Let's see if we can run onto them. And yeah, no front man. This is the first time I think I've done this in a couple of years. We're gonna see how it plays out, guys. We're gonna see how this plays out. We've got great play from our team apart from striker. But we've got great attacking midfield depth. So why not just push them up to really try and get in amongst the defenders? We'll move from, you know, a big physical threat to more of a pacey, skillful threat. And it might pull those defenders out of position a little bit more, so I'm okay with it right now. 2 central midfielders have been replaced. Why? That's interesting. Okay. They haven't really lost anything though. What Schweinsteiger and Herrera offer, you know, Schneiderlin and Daley Blind will offer exactly the same. They got Martial as well up front instead of Berardi. So, you know, they're both kind of quick players who can score a goal almost out of nowhere. Don't like the way this is worked out. Mamana gets a block in there. That's good play. We've seen quite a lot from Mamana, to be fair. That header skims the top of the bar. Looks like they might be coming at us a bit more. Okay, and Sanchez is gone. I mean, that's... It's gonna be Isco, I guess, and... what up? Like, what? Do I go Courage here, maybe? I mean, maybe. Maybe that may be the play. Okay, shadow striker Isco on the left, Antikoric as a trek down the middle, Mario Götze attacking midfield attacker down that right hand side. Maitland-Niles and Fred supporting, Ramsey a little bit deeper, fullbacks pushing on as well. I mean, none of you can really play up front very well. Mario can, but do I want to take him from there? I guess so. Mario go on then as a false 9 up front to try and pin back that defence a little bit more. And see if we can't get a little bit more movement in midfield now with Isco and Antikoric. I mean, this has got the makings of a draw at the moment, but it's a game we have dominated. Poor play up front. Like, that's what's hurt us. Couple of injuries. Maitland-Niles. Unlucky. Isco's going to take it here. He's got a hamstring injury. Aaron Ramsey nearly got the goal. Oh my days. I mean, Bellerin's going to get booked here in the late stage. Isco's there with an injury. Not having a striker has really been hurting us. Good crossing. Isco pulled hamstring and all, nearly put that in the top corner. Oh, I'll settle for a draw, boys. I'll settle for a draw right now. I mean, we're at home. We should have won this game. But it's going to take something spectacular to win this, I feel. And I'm just not sure we've actually got that right now. It looks like Golden Eagle's going to get that. Let's go, Overload. Hector to Fred. Ashley. Oh, look at that Golden Eagle again. Him and Mamana have been the key men at each defensive line, I think. Antikoric gets shut out there by the defence. Great 1-2. Shaw can only clear it as far as Memphis, who puts it out for a throw. I mean, we are overload here. Can we get something from it? Don't concede no just because I'm on overload. Mamana, brilliant. But not so brilliant from Laporte. Volland still got it as a corner. Oh, please. Come on, Rambo. You got to get in amongst them a bit better than that. Like George. Look at him go. Oh my God, what a bad chance that was by Fred. But George gets in amongst them again. Ramsey. Isco feeds Koric. Poor ball forward. Mamana clears up. Terrible ball as well. Again there by the injured man. What could we have done with a proper striker up front, and if Isco hadn't got injured? And oh, so much. So much. Early in the season, but that was terrible. Absolutely terrible. We dominated that game. We should have won. We had so many chances. They kind of kicked us off the park. We did end up with the draw as predicted, sadly. And yeah, we've regressed a little bit from last season. We're not as cutting edge as we were. Yeah, it looks like 2 to 3 weeks there. 5 to 6 days for Sanchez, which is good. Really not happy with Lukaku. We're going to go and shout at him to end the video. But if you have enjoyed, then please do click a thumbs up. Leave a like, drop a like on the video. And yeah, if you've got anything to say about how I'm playing or any questions, why I do certain things, why I chose some of the stuff I did in that last game, why I go talk to Lukaku after that game, then you do let me know in the comment section. I will try and explain as much as I can. Also have your say on things like Mamana versus Nostalgic, Rodriguez versus George. You know, the youngsters, Pogba. You know, is he going to shove out people like Tielemans and Niles? Is that fair? Do they have enough potential to really not warrant a Paul Pogba? Do we get rid of Fred instead? Maybe Fred and Romero go, and we have Tillman, Niles, Ramsey and Pogba as our 4. Have your say, guys. I don't think Rain Adelaide is going to actually sort of last at the club for any particular time. So, let me take it off unavailable. There we go. So, Isco, Sanchez, Odegaard, Vlasic, Koric, Ozil, Götze. That's one too many attacking midfielders. Perhaps I shouldn't have bought Isco, but I couldn't help myself. He's too good a player to ignore. And I think if we sold Sanchez and Ozil at the end of this season, maybe next season, then Isco, Götze, who would be the third man? Like maybe Vlasic or Odegaard, with the other on the bench with Ante Koric. So let me know, weigh in on that, what you think. Do we need to go after a first team goalkeeper? Is Donnarumma going to hack it this season or not? I'm not too sure on that one myself. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you do come back for more in this series, and check out my other series as well. Another Football Manager save going on with Catania. That goes up every Friday. 2 starters orders games at the moment, 1 jumps, 1 flat. So if you like horse racing or just sports management in general, that's another game to look at. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I believe. Was that? No, Tuesdays and Fridays. Football Manager Monday and Thursdays. And Wednesdays is Franchise Hockey Manager. So there is that to look forward to as well. If you're interested in ice hockey, or again, just a different sports management game than FM, go ahead and check that one out as well. I'll see you back here next time for the Man City game. We feeling Man City? I think we're feeling Man City. We'll get through the Champions League by that stage. You know, we'll figure out where we are. I'll have a big sort of task to figure out what we're going to do in those games. Man City, and then we got Tottenham, Liverpool, Chelsea with a Champions League group in the middle and another one at the end. So yeah, that's going to be a fun run. Looking towards the other end of the season, again, it's the Man City, Tottenham, Villa, Liverpool, Chelsea run there. That's going to be an interesting one, where the title might be decided before the last 4 games of the season. But I think Man City at home is the next game. Tune in for that next week. Until then, guys, thanks very much. Leave a comment, leave everything you want on this video. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want. At Chris Orme on Twitter as well, you can get a hold of me there. And y'all take care of yourselves. Disappointing day today, but it will get better. Man United done, Man City to come.